Good morning.
Good morning, Georgiana. How are
Morning,
you doing? How was
Milagros.
your week?
Good, good. I see you're traveling. I'm so glad that you were able to join us still. Thank you for still staying with us and spending your morning with us, even on the road.
I will not miss this for anything. Even if I'm on vacation on the other side of the world, I will not. We haven't missed one call, remember? It's
Yes.
been over a year.
I'm excited about that. That's nice track record. Hey, Catherine, thank you for joining us as well. Yeah, so if you're tuning in. I feel like I'm dating myself, tuning in like we're on TV. If you're tuning in, give us a shout out in the comments. Say hi, hello, drop a hashtag replay. Even if you're catching the replay, if you're brand new, if you're joining us for the first time, drop a hashtag new. Hey, Stacy, good morning. Thank you for joining. So, Millie, this
Share
morning we
a
have
video.
what was that?
Share a video. Share our video.
Yes, yes. Share, invite. The more, the merrier.
Yes.
So today we're going to be sharing, we're going to be discussing a topic that I felt like I was getting double reminders this week. So I said maybe this would be a good topic for us to share in our Thursday morning calls. And Milagros, I know, was like always, like she's about that life. So I'm glad we get a chance to do this. But this morning we're going to be talking about how to prepare yourself for sharing the opportunity. As you know, we are doing the 60-day challenge to bring in 10 people to join our team, our amazing company. And we've been sharing over the course of the last 2 weeks tips for getting out there, what to say and what to do. But I kind of wanted to backtrack because, to be honest, I think that even before you go out to say the first words to that first person, you have to prepare yourself mentally. I was reading an article. I don't remember the name of the coach. I am not really a big sports fan, but I was only reading this article because it was like a entrepreneurial type of personal development thing. And they were saying, I don't know if it was Michael Jordan's coach or whose coach, but this coach was in the mindset where he said, before you even go out to play the first game, you practice, right? But before you even do the practicing, he said that you should mentally picture yourself doing the thing over and over again and succeeding. So that's kind of what triggered this thought initially. And then Millie shared yesterday, and I was just like, yeah, you really have to be in the mindset. But Millie, like, what do you feel about that? How do you prepare yourself before you even practice, before you even take that first step to go out?
When you mentioned, like when we're talking this morning, and you mentioned, like before we even prepare and go out, we have to just talk about our mindset. And yes, I love that because sometimes a lot of things could happen even before we get out the door. We could be talking about, oh, what if someone says no, or what if they throw me out of the business, or what if they, they don't like me, or I'm not good, or I'm not successful. Believe me, all that just comes through my mind. Well, it used to more than now, but it's still so. Before before I even think about all those things, I have to kind of rewind and say, okay, so this is not gonna happen. I'm gonna get out there. I'm gonna do my job to the best I can. I'm gonna be happy, cheerful. So that's how I cope with the negative thoughts and the things that really can set us back, especially when we're just starting and we don't have a lot of experience talking to people.
I love that you said you're going to get out there and do your job. That's something that you shared a while back, and it resonated with me because we don't have control over how people respond. We don't know whose life we're going to change when we go out, but we don't know who that person is when we go out to talk to them. And we might have to go through a couple of no's before we find that gem, that person who needs to hear what we have to say. And if we focus on the no's, if we focus on the negative, and I was like this too, I was terrified of no. I don't know why now, but I remember back then, the thought of someone saying no to me, I felt like I was being torn up inside. But I, when you start to repeat that positive, like you said as well, I'm going to go out, I'm going to succeed, I'm going to do my job. I can't control those other people, but I can control my own actions and my own activity. So just kind of taking control over the situation and knowing that you're going out to do your job and do whatever it is that you can to get closer to your goals, regardless of the outcome. You leave the outcome out there and you just take the step. So I thank you for sharing that. I'm in agreement with you. I think that your mental, the things that you repeat to yourself over and over are super important. And if you keep telling yourself, oh, it's not going to work, nobody wants to buy from me, I'm not going to find any customers, this is a waste of time, then when you go out, that's what you're going to find. And then as soon as you find it, you're going to be like, okay, well, there it is. I knew it wasn't going to work. I'm done. But if you tell yourself, I'm doing my job, I'm going to go out, I'm going to do this, I'm going to make this work. My favorite phrase is make it work from Tim Gunn. And what was that show? He always says, make it work. And that was my thing. Make it work. Whatever setback, make it work. Whatever challenges, make it work. And a lot of the times it was just a matter of continuing through those obstacles, through the tough times, through the no's that got me to a point where I was like, oh, wow, I did it. So we want to encourage you guys to first and foremost, get yourself in the mindset, find positive mantras. Like Millie said, do your job, and then prepare your stuff. So Millie, you are like the queen of, in my book, the queen of the preparation, the go bag. Milagros has a bug out bag that's ready to go at all times. Can you share that with us?
Tell you, I have
she's
many.
traveling now and she has her bag.
Yes. And this is one of several ones that I have made because when I get out of the house, I have a goal in mind, and it's like I have to reach out to as many people as I can. I don't worry about how many I'm going to sign up today. I don't worry about how many customers I'm going to get. I am worried about how many people am I going to talk to every day when I go out. And now I'm going to tell you a little secret. Well, remember when we used to go out to the Dunkin' Donuts and we used to set up at the table? Well, now it's kind of hard to set up at a restaurant and approach people. So I have been going through the drive-thrus of the restaurants.
I love that.
So sometimes I get soda, sometimes I get lunch, anything, cup of coffee. And I try to do at least one. So if you can do more than one, then you met your goal. But if you can go through a drive-thru, you have so many people there. You have the person who's taking your order. You have the person who's preparing the food. And all I say, hey, look, I have some goodies for you. I'm with Avon. To give them a handful of my bombitas and brochures, which I always have ready. So these labels I made a while back. It says Avon Representatives needed, Avon Representative needed in your area. And needed in this area. Okay. So this is like an eye catching. And I asked them to call me that it's a great opportunity now. They can get a great discount on their orders. So check it out. And if they're interested, I say, oh, really? Okay, give me your number so I can send you the link. And all that happens at the drive-thru.
I love that. It's one of those places that, I think that's one of those make it work moments. Yes, we're quarantined, or yes, we're trying to social distance, but Milagros is still finding ways to make her business work. I also have a bag that I use. You guys might remember this tote bag. This is a tote bag that actually Avon gave us, but I love it because it has like the little window in front. So I either have a brochure or it's like piled high with samples. And then some of the tools that I always have with me first and foremost, pens. You need pens to write down contact information. The other tool that I have is my little clipboard. This is my tiny clipboard. You can pick these up basically anywhere that sells office
Mhm.
supplies, whether it's a dollar store, a Staples, Office Max, whatever. Amazon, if you're not going into stores, but it's a small clipboard that is the perfect size for our, you get this right, our drawing forms. I think Avon used to call them drawing forms. They might call them contact forms, but basically it has a place for the person to get their contact info, and then 3 simple questions. And I might walk up to a person and say, hey, would you mind helping me with my questionnaire? And, if you could just give me your answers for these 3 questions. Do you already have an Avon rep? If they say yes, then I know that they're already being serviced. They're good to go. If you would like to receive an Avon brochure on a regular basis, if so, I ask them if they want to have it emailed or mailed to them. I mail out a lot of brochures to my customers. I add them to my mailing list so that they always get a catalog. And then lastly, would you like to learn more about earning good money with Avon? And if you were on the leadership call a while back with Ray Higdon, he shared that, sometimes you're just asking the person if they're open to learning more information. So I like this question because it's like, it's not, do you want to sign up right now? Do you want to open an account this second? It's, would you be interested in getting more information? So that way I know if they are interested, I'll send them some info. I keep them on my mailing list for as long as they like. I let them know what's happening in the company, new products, new specials, new offers, like our Listerine partnership that we did the other day. I'll send out an email like, hey, did you know that Avon just partnered with Listerine? So now we're selling oral care products. So little things like that. But I also have some recruiting flyers. These are old, and I had a ton. I have different ones. The classic Avon recruiting flyers in English and Spanish. I have ones that I did myself with my contact info and my photo, so that if they forget who they talk to. I don't know. I'm that person. I like a business card with the picture on it because when I see it, I can remember who it was that I spoke to. And I also have samples. Where are they? Oh, snacks, because sometimes when you're out there, you just need some money.
I'm hungry.
And some samples and business cards. So these are actually old samples, but I found them the other day. I was cleaning something and I found some, but fragrance is fragrance. So I threw them in the bag. But you guys see, it doesn't have to be complicated. It doesn't, this is just, I usually keep a couple of these bags around. I usually have one in my trunk that has things ready to go. I also have a basket in my car that is piled high with samples. And I try to keep everything set up and ready to go ahead of time. Again, just preparing yourself in that mindset before. If it's set up and ready to go, then I'm not going to reach where I am and say, oh my gosh, I wish I had a book. I wish I had some samples. It's already there. So I leave one by the door so that if I'm not driving, I can just grab it. If there's one in my car, so that if I'm out, I can always say, okay, I have some stuff in my trunk. Let me run and go get it. But even if you're not physically going out, you can also use things like the promo tool on Avon Now. You can leverage your promo tool to send out promotions to your existing customers. Yesterday, I shared with Milagros that I use the promo tool to invite my customers to share referrals with me. When they share, they get 10% off. And the referral gets the 10%. You don't have to leave your house for that. But again, guys, really just get in the mindset of, preparing ahead of time, thinking. I go to bed at night thinking, what can I do in the morning to grow my business? What can I do this upcoming week? What can I work on? How can I improve my current activities? And I play through it in my mind. If I'm going to be talking to people, I practice what I'm going to say in my head, and I think about it over and over again until I've tweaked it so it sounds like me. And then when I go out to speak, I'm not like, oh my gosh, I have to figure out and think about what to say to this person. I've already practiced in my mind, so I can go through the conversation. And practice knows. How do you respond to a no? Millie, what are some of the things that you use if somebody, I know you have a really great method for this, but like when you're sharing a sample pack with someone, you do a really great introduction that even eliminates the opportunity for no.
To say no. I just, one time I didn't know that I was doing this, but I sound so excited when I talk to people. Like I will go, "Hi, how are you?" And just because I'm so cheerful, they're like, "Oh, hi, how are you doing?" So they think that I know them. So it's like, oh, so some of them have asked me, where do I know you from? I said, oh, I'm with Avon, so I'm just have something great for you. Here's a brochure, and here's a gift for you. And the conversation starts, and all conversations are different, but the way that you approach people, I know that a lot of representatives use this. I know a lot in my team, like Sue. She's really really cheerful. She shared with me one time. I asked her, Sue, are you shy? And she said, me, no. Well, I am shy. So the reason why the reason why I want to sound cheerful is because when you approach someone with an attitude that they cannot refuse, it's hard to say no to a smile. It's hard to say no to someone who's trying to be friendly, and uh, like confidence is everything. Like, but you're gonna gain that confidence as you go. So, for me, I gained it as I practiced, but it wasn't always like that. It was like, I was like, hi, I'm with Avon, this for you, and I walked away. So, you know it's it's up to you. It's up to your approach. It's up to how you want to do, your contact, your introduction. It's really up to everyone. Let's get some questions here before we continue.
Yes, and share in the
Catherine is
chat
here.
box what you guys are working on, how you prepare yourself mentally or in your supplies. Share in the comments so that you might help encourage someone.
And Sue, she shared the video. Thank you. And Deline says that a lady's asking her to sign up. Yes, asking me to sign up. That's awesome. Sue, yes, I don't have the recording. I didn't post it on the group because I was on the road. But I'll be happy to go over things with you if you give me a call or a little one-on-one. Candace, Heather is here.
Hey
Terry,
guys,
Candace says, how's business going? Business is always great. What are
it's
you
how
gonna
you
say?
look
Oh,
at
business
it.
is no
Yes.
good. It's like if you have a job. Okay, let's figure this out. Like if you have a job, and people ask you, so how's your job? And you say, oh, I don't like my job. I hate my job. I don't want to be in my job. But they'll be like, okay, so the other alternative is, how's your job? You're already at your job. So even if you don't like it or it's not going great, you're like, it's going amazing. It's great. I love my job. So, whether you like your job or not, you're always going to say, it's amazing. Not that we don't like it, we do. We do. But business goes up, goes down, stays. So we always have to stay positive, thinking, working. And when things are not getting anywhere, we
It
just have
goes
to figure
back
out how we're going to
to
make it
having
work
that
even
positive
more.
mindset, like approaching it and focusing on the positive. Sometimes,
Yeah.
you have a rough spot, but like for me, I've been thinking about it and I'm like, I get to set my own hours. If I want to work with family, if I need to change my schedule, if I need to do something for my house, I can do that. I don't need to ask anybody for time off. I don't need to beg my coworkers to change schedule with me. So I focus on those positive things. Terry also, she says she's going to do better, but she has to do better, but she's been so busy at work, but she keeps books and samples in her car. So Terry is also ready with her supplies. She's going to get some business cards and t-shirts so that she can go out in the spring. And she has a face mask that her friend made for her. Avon also has some really great, like the pink face mask with Avon on the side. Really great promo too, but that's a great idea, Terry. So yeah, prepare. And Terry, she's talking about, further in the spring. So she's preparing herself for better weather. So I love that.
Yeah.
Thank you for sharing.
Positive. We're gonna keep a positive mind through everything. Others, like I always say, there's, business goes through seasons. Like the summer, for us is different than the summer. So, but we always have to become innovative. We also always
Yeah.
have to, you know, think, hey, this day wasn't as good as I planned it. Let me try something else. Let me just, instead of just saying, oh, I am working a lot and I'm not seeing a lot of results. Listen, guys, you will see it. Plant your seeds, because it might be like you're going out every day and you're not, seeing the results that you're seeing. But it might also be that, your approach has to change, that you're not doing it often enough. Believe
Right.
me, is I mean, look at the people who succeed in this business. They have a schedule. They have goals. So just look at your business and start thinking about how you can change some of the things, and how you can um you know set goals. If you want to sell $500, it's not the same amount of time that you're putting into a business than if you want to sell $5,000. It all has to do with how many people you contact, how many people you basically follow up with. How about
I
you,
think
Georgiana?
you're 100% right. And I actually wrote that in my planner the other day. I had that thought, first and foremost, as entrepreneurs, being creative and coming up with new ideas is a part of the territory. As an entrepreneur, finding workarounds. You're the boss of your business, so you're in charge. So you find ways to make things happen. But the thing that I wrote in my planner the other day was, the way you approach $1 million business is far different from how you approach a $100 business. But it starts with your mindset. And first, if you believe you're going to be working $1 million business or $100,000 business or a $25,000 business, whatever it is, when you put yourself in that frame of mind, even before you've gotten there, and I've heard this a lot from other representatives and people in business, before you even get to that point, if you start thinking about yourself in that way, it's going to change your
Mm-hmm.
actions. You're going to start doing things differently. And that's what, it goes back to what we were saying earlier about putting yourself in that frame of mind, visualizing, thinking about it, and practicing mentally. It all starts up here. If you're going to be, whatever your goal is, we always talk about what your goal is and having that in mind. It's important because having that goal affects your actions. So the way you first think about something, it's going to change the outcome. If you're not really thinking about your business, you're not really going to see results. It's just facts. So Heather says she's so happy for you. She has a lot of people who said they haven't heard Avon in years. So she's excited to tell people about the business. Yeah, there are a lot of people out there who are looking for reps, but it's up to us to promote. It's up
Mm-hmm.
to us to get out there. Nobody should be saying that they haven't heard of Avon or is Avon still around. And I always feel a little sad inside when I hear that. Like, I'm excited because it's someone that I can share with, but I'm also a little sad because I feel like, okay, well, we're not doing our job as representatives because not enough people have heard about us. So we need to get out there and do some more. But great points, Millie.
And
I
I
agree.
love how they are chatting with each other. Thank you so much for all your sharing and That's what we want. We want all of you to get to know each other. You're here. We're all, doing the same things. We want to succeed. We want to um,
Grow
win.
together.
Yes, and win the 60-day recruiting challenge. We need 10. So
Yes.
tell us how you're doing. How many people have you signed up so far? We
Set your
want to
goals,
hear.
guys. Yes.
Yes. But
So keep the
uh,
conversation going. We don't want to take up your entire day. We just want to give you tools and tips because we want you to take the training, do the trainings, whether it's a training here with us, a training with Avon, or your own personal development. All three of those are super important. But we also want you to take the action, because just thinking about it, just hearing it doesn't get you closer to your goal. So keep the chat going. Thanks, Beth. Virtual hugs to everyone. And we will be joining you guys all back here next week, Thursday, same time, same place.
Thank you. And congratulations to Candace. She just shared that she signed up 3 so far. So if we're up,
Congratulations.
we want to celebrate with you. Just keep posting your wins. We have until May 26th. Keep pushing. We're going to continue to share tips with you, sharing you. We're going to keep, repeating different tactics and techniques so that you can have your 10 recruits. Everyone here wins. We are all going to win. So every morning, I am a winner. I am a winner. I am a winner. And
Yes.
let's get out there and make it happen. Never give up. There you
I
go,
love it.
Candace. Thank
Never give up
you
and
so
never surrender. Thank you guys.
much.
See you all next week. Bye.
Bye.